Alright guys, I'm going to do this video to try to get the information out to some people that might have this gun. It's a Lorcin or however they pronounce it, L380 model. These guns generally are, they're cheap and inexpensive guns, especially nowadays you can get these guns for next to nothing again. And basically, if you know the history of these guns, excuse me, Cobra Industries now makes these under their name, model FS380 for Freedom Series. I mean, generally they're, personally, like the High Point has better features, like the last round hold open, better mag buttons, and able to do mag changes and stuff. But generally, these aren't bad guns. They're not like everybody says, going to blow up in your face and stuff like that. But at least with the Cobras. Now I'm going to show you something with this gun. This is not my firearm. Customer brought this to me, stating that he was having jams. Well, I'm kind of, around my part of town at my gunsmith shop. I'm kind of known as, the cheap gun guy. I can generally get these guns working fairly reliable with some magazine tunes and ramping the barrel, taking the sharp edge off, heading in. Just basically general gunsmith tricks. Polishing the breech face and deburring the firing pin hole to eliminate 3-point jams. Just your basic smooth and tune. And then a lot of the issues stem from the magazines. I was able to get these magazines apart, which I will show at the end of the video how to do that. I stretched the springs out, bent the top coil to give this more strength. But Cobra still makes these magazines. You can pick these magazines up for $16. Recoil springs for like $2. Firing pins like $7. Springs like $2. I mean, I think the most expensive thing I thought was kind of ridiculous was the sear. Maybe it just takes more to manufacture the sear. I'm not for sure. But the sear is like, I want to say like $14. But I mean, you can rebuild this gun with new magazines and everything for less than $50. You can even get new slides from Cobra. It's going to say Cobra Enterprise on it, but you can get those, I think, for like $40, whatnot. So, but here's what happened. I got footage of it. Not for sure if I'm going to post it because there's a lot of swearing in the video from me. And I try to, I'm pretty cut and dry to the point and stuff, but I have kids and stuff like that, and I try to keep my channel clean. I might curse here and there, but there was a lot of F-bombs dropped in this video, so I'm probably not going to post it. So I'm going to tell you what happened. Ran it. It fed great. There was no feeding issues like I expected. I expected 3-point jam, with recoil spring, maybe a double feed or a nosedive or something like that. Did not happen. What happened was failed to extract. So basically what it was doing was it was leaving the empty casing in the chamber. It was not extracting the empty casing. There's people get them mixed up. Fail to extracts and fail to ejects. If it extracts the casing out of the chamber and don't eject it, then that's a fail to eject. If it leaves the empty casing in the barrel and the extractor just rips off of it, leaves it in there, slide comes back and it's going to try to pick up the next casing. Basically what it'll do is you'll have a casing in there, you'll have another one, and what it'll do, the slide will come forward and you'll get that. And that's to failed extract. It left the empty casing in the chamber, did not come out. That's a photo extract. Photo eject is just like a stovepipe where it's pretty textbook, where the empty casing will be somehow lodged somewhere in the action, somewhere period. So, you know, and what I had to do is this is why I was cussing, was because I couldn't get the casing out of the barrel. I had to actually run to my truck, get a Phillips screwdriver, and actually fill strip the gun there, and actually had to tap the casing out. So I was looking, and with this particular gun, I just don't mean all of them, but with this particular gun, the chambering in the headspace is not for sure if it's going to be, I'm going to say it's on the plus side, which is not good. Head spacing, what head spacing is you got your head stamp on your casing, which is this flat part here where your primer is. When your casing goes into the barrel, you got what's called a head space, which is the spacing on your breech face. When this closes and it stops like that, that's called your head space. The area between your head stamp on your casing and your breech face and the front of the chamber. Which, to check your head space, they make gauges and stuff that's called go and no gauges. But generally, you know, for your average guy, you don't really need to have those, and I haven't had to need them for a pistol. You can use a casing, an empty casing, or one like this that don't have any gunpowder. That's just a dummy round. And this is what it should look like. It should be flush with that. And then on this side, where the extractor lives in here, you know, the extractor should be able to live into there, and when this goes off, it should be able to pull this out quite easily. This one, on the other hand, I'll give you some close-up views. This one, on the other hand, is in there way too far. It should look like this. It should be pretty well flush with the outside of that chamber, and it's not. So what's happening is the extractor is basically holding it in this position, because once the slide shuts, and it's basically holding it at that position. Well, for some reason, when this gun's going off, the excess pressure is swelling, and it's allowing the casing to go too far into the chamber, which the chamber should be cut perfectly, not allowing this to happen. That's where it should be at, and that should be as far as I should be able to push this. And as you see, just me doing that, it's going way too far in there. And this is, I know this is an aluminum case, and you're going to say, well, it could be, this here is, I'm not for sure what ammo, oh, this is actually a Blazer. But even when you take the Blazer brass and you put it in there, you don't get the same thing. So I don't know if this company made 9mm or not. So I was curious, because I know, you know, 380 is a short 9mm. They actually call it 9mm currents for short over in Europe. This is a 9mm snap cap that I use for malfunction drills and all sorts of other stuff. This is for a 9mm, considering basically that's all I really own. I take this 9mm snap cap. Now, if you look, my head spacing is perfect. You kind of want basically what you're seeing there. This is what your headspace should look like when you put the proper ammunition in there. It should be kind of not so much on the neutral side. Neutral is good, but to be a little bit on the negative side is not bad, especially for a blowback. It's not bad. It's just because it's already on the negative side, so it's already halfway out, which in return it should give you pretty good reliability out of it. But you know, your snap caps aren't perfect. You know, your snap caps are undersized. So this here is a 9mm Hornady Critical Defense, which is premium ammo. There's more specs and regulations and stuff involved in this casing than what, say, a target load is. Now, this casing here, I can't get to go. So the chambering's not like it got mixed up and this barrel so happened to be like in a 9mm machine and got reamed out for a 9mm and then just somehow got mixed into the 380 barrels and got put into this gun, because, well, clearly, and plus I don't even know if this company even made a 9mm. I'm not for sure if I would trust it, seeing how there's not much material around the barrel itself to be able to withstand a 9mm pressure from a 9mm. But I do know with this company, you know, years ago, they were cranking these guns out, and you know, the quality control department, there was probably lack of thereof. So as this gun sets right now, there is stuff that I can do to this, which I am not going to mention what they are because I don't want to be held accountable for anybody that tries to mimic those things, because you can in return make, if you're doing it wrong, you don't know what you're doing, have the tools and the gauges and stuff, you could create a dangerous firearm. As it sets right now, I'm not for sure what this guy has into this gun. I'm sure it's probably not a lot. I'm going to offer him $20 or $40 or something like that to basically take this gun out of service. Now I will, when I get it, I will try to do those things, but honestly, for him to pay me, you know, my hourly wage to do that fix, it's going to exceed the value of the gun. You know, I can do it on my spare time for myself, basically for free. And if it don't work, then basically I will probably, you know, eBay the parts, clearly remove the barrel, and I won't be able to sell the frame because of the serial number. Or at that point, if I can't get anything done with it, because I really don't want to sell it to somebody and something happens to it. And the same thing with my customer. I don't really want to do the work to it and something bad happens to him. He's a good guy, and you know, I mean, really anybody, I wouldn't want that to happen to. Most of us gun guys are good people, and he's kind of inexperienced. He's new to the shooting, so and to have a gun malfunctioning on somebody that's new at the range that don't know how to properly clear and do malfunction drills and stuff like that, it's dangerous. So That's it. I will, like I promised, I will show you how to, and this goes for the Cobras too. If you're having any feeding issues out of your magazines, I want to show you how to basically take your magazine apart. The magazine is crimped, which is not supposed to take apart, which they do this for a reason, basically so you'll buy more magazines when they start acting up. Take a small flathead screwdriver and you're going to kind of get underneath there and just kind of wiggle this back and forth and just kind of keep going around until it comes off. Now this came off easy because I had it apart. You take your magazine spring and stretch the shit out of it. But the top coil here that the follower lives on, as you can see, I bent it up to keep, when this follower is in there, to keep these rounds pointed. Also, another thing that I did was I noticed that this part of the magazine here, the kind of the feeders on this, was a little close. I just ever so much expanded that a little bit, and then actually I ended up having, once I got the rounds in there, I ended up squeezing it back. And then that's it, and then I basically just kind of flushed it out with some Remy oil, and you know, that's it. So I'm not going, and then after you you get it, I'm not going to try to get this back together on film because it's a pain in the ass with the spring. But once you get this all back on there, I suggest that you go back through these spots here with a hammer and some kind of a punch or nail or some kind of small blunt object and just restake that, just so you don't have any like blowouts or anything like that. The magazine is under spring tension and it could hit you in the eye or something. So with that aside, and then like I said, their magazines are only 16 bucks. You can get them brand new from Cobra, and actually the Cobra magazines aren't really, they're not that bad. I've had a couple Cobras, and actually some of them aren't that bad. And then like even with the Jimenez and the Jennings, they have a lot better magazines than what, let's say, High Point does. I hate High Point magazines. So, but that's it, man. That give you something to check out if you're having those kind of issues. I suggest you check it anyway, because that can be very, very dangerous. Well, it could possibly be dangerous. Not really so dangerous, but it should be right. I'm right now. I'm trying to contact Cobra and just kind of see what my options are to see if they would even work on this and possibly put a new barrel in it, because I know they're not going to sell me a barrel with how you want to put it, with liability issues. They're not just going to sell me a barrel and allow me to install it. So I'm calling them, see what the options are, if they will do it, what the price is, and that's it. If I do end up getting this gun and keeping it, because it's sad, because like this gun here, man, like I've had a lot of these guns come through my shop, and they're neglected and they're dirty and they're just all kinds of years of crap built up in them, and then people want to call them junk and crap and everything, but yet there was like no cleaning done to it at all. Like it's been dirty for years, and people are trying to shoot them in that state, and then they want to call them junk. This one was surprisingly freaking clean, man. I mean, like brand new clean. Which, well, I found out why. That's probably why it hasn't been fired a lot. So thanks for watching. If I do end up getting this gun and getting her fixed, I will do videos on that. But like always, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys supporting my channel and sticking by me, because I don't do like professional grade videos. I'm just an average guy making average videos, and I'm just trying to push, you know, information along to my viewers and my subscribers. But definitely hit the like button. Go through my channel. I got some really cool videos. Hit the like on those. Try to boost those up, because when you hit my like, and what it actually does is it pushes my videos to the top to make it easier for people to find them. Thanks for watching. Alright, this is going to be video 2 on this Lorcin 380. It's going to be an update on the status of this gun. Okay, well, in my first video, you know, this was a customer's gun, and I showed you the issues. That was the chambering was recessed way too deep, and I told you that I was going to run it by him. I did, and I offered him $20 for the gun to get the parts out of it, or whatnot. And first he said yeah, and then after that he told me just keep the gun, and I'm just going to clean a couple of his guns for trade, versus, you know, charging him for cleanings and stuff. So roundabout way, kind of got it for free. You know, favor, clean a couple guns, not costing me anything except for my time. I did fix this gun. I've been working on it all day. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I will tell you it involved removing the barrel and putting it on a lathe. And then I had to rework the feed ramp and the extractor groove and stuff like that. But I got it going, and actually did a couple other things to it. The slide, the frame fit, it was I smoothed all that out. So with no springs or anything in it, the slide actually moves freely now. And I'm going to show you now when I go take this out. My first video, I'm going to be wearing gloves and protective gear and stuff. It shouldn't be a problem, but just as a safety precaution, we will be doing that. So here's a dud round, and you can see the primer's already been struck. Powder's out of it, and glued the round in there. It's a round that I use for a lot of different things for 380s. Now, as you can see, got a good head spacing to it now. So, I don't know. We shall see. I did polish all this up. Had to sand some of the sides and stuff, in order for the slide to move freely. And then I had to do the same thing to the inside of the slide there, and the inside of the slide there, just so that basically when all the parts are out of it, it now does this. It wasn't doing that before. So I'm not for sure why. I never noticed it the first time I had it apart, but everything's been frog glued. You know, not going to be something that I carry, but definitely considering if I take it out and it works and it don't catastrophically blow up or anything. You know, it might be something I just throw in my truck. Keep it loaded, keep on safety, and you know, all else fails. I mean, it's something. If I can't get to my primary, if I can't get to my Glock or something like that, you know, I gotta know if I pull it out, I'm at least gonna get something. So That's it. I just want to kind of give you an update on it, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't lose any fingers, but I don't think so, considering what I did actually should have improved tremendously. I probably had more chances of having a catastrophic failure before this. So thanks for watching video number 3 and all. Yeah. And I also polished the mags. I took them apart, stretched them, case hardened the springs and stuff. If this does work out really good, I'll probably get some Cobra magazines. But sorry. So it's feeding. We'll try her out, and I think it'll work. And you know, this isn't something that this gun I would recommend. You know, if you got a really good deal on one, and you fired it and it was okay, you know, it could save your life. But definitely run at serious paces, make sure that it's okay, and it's not going to cost you your life. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and be looking for the next video on this. Hit the thumbs up. Go through my videos, and I got some cool stuff. Hit thumbs up on it, that way it boosts my videos, and helpful videos like this makes it easier for people that's searching for help. It makes it easier for them to find it. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, this is going to be number 3, where I finally test fire this thing. If you watch my number 1 video on this, you'll see how bad the headspace was, and the chambering was reamed out too deep. And you'll see my number 2 video where I got it fixed. I had to pull the barrel, put it on a lathe, shorten it some, rework the extractor groove there so the extractor actually lives in it without bottoming out. Also had to rework the feed ramp, which is kind of rough, but it should work. Done the whole smooth and tune. Today I'm going to be wearing some protective gloves, and if you look over here, I have a steel plate that I'm going to basically just stand behind and reach around to the other side, reach around on the side and fire my first couple rounds, just as a safety precaution. I don't think this thing will come off, but I've seen where some of the fronts is cracked and stuff, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to load 1 round first, and we'll see what happens here. I did bring some tools to strip this thing down. After my first shot, I'm going to take it down and look for any stress. Casing looks good. Alright, I don't see anything out of the ordinary. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a mag. Like I was saying, these guns aren't, I wouldn't fully depend my life on this gun. Nothing against it, but if this gun works remotely reliable, I'm just going to load it up and just throw it in the glove box. Mag spring's a little stiff now that I did the stretch and stuff. God damn it. Sorry about that, guys. It's windy out here today. But as a backup gun, you know, you can't get to your Glock or whatever you carry. You know, it could save life. I know, guys, but I'm just, you know, just taking precautions here. I fed that mag great. I'm going to try this other mag. I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm pretty confident that it's not going to blow up. Last round failed to eject, which is not a surprising with this style of blowback. This blowback, it just hangs onto it as it flies out. So without the extra rounds coming off the top of the mag, a lot of times with this setup that they have, the last round will do that. We'll do a +1. See if she'll feed that top one off the mag. Safety. Going downrange with +1. So it's completely topped off. Well, I guess that right there is proving that I do this mag the same way. That, you know, with the right work, with the right gunsmith, if you can get a gunsmith to work on these guns, that any gun can be reliable. Now this gun, I'm not going to worry about putting hollow points in it. It's a 380. I'm not too much worried about the whole expansion deal. 380, I kind of want to get in there and hit the organ, so I'm not going to worry about it. Plus reliability out of the full metal jacket, especially in these kind of guns. Okay, we'll put one more in here, and then I might just call the video that, and just keep the rest of the ammo to load up. And like I said, I'm going to put this in my glove box, my truck. So last round, failed to eject. But like I said, that's normal for this this setup. This is almost truly a blowback, in the sense of the extractor don't actually hold the casing there. It's just there to, it don't even pop out when you put a round in it. So it's just there to hook and come out. And sometimes without the extra rounds in the magazine, that's popping up at the same time as trying to eject. Sometimes you get that. I only need 7. Well, 8 actually. 8. So it's not like if I'm not going to keep the extra mag with it or anything like that. I just last round, hung up, nothing new. Well, that's it, guys. That was almost a full box of 50. I'm keeping the 8, so I can put 7 in my mag, 1 in the chamber. And it was PNC bronze. Let me stress check this one more time. That way I don't have to make another video on it if I don't have to. Because I'm probably not going to be shooting this a whole lot. It'll probably be pretty much it. I don't see any bulging in the chamber. I don't see any bulging or cracks in the rifling or down the barrel. Everything looks good. It's dirty. I don't see anything unusual on the exterior of the barrel. And everything seems to look all right. So thanks again for watching. Please hit my like, that thumbs up on my videos, because what you're doing is, I'm doing my part to try to get the videos out to people that need the help and stuff. So what you can do to do your part is to hit the like, because that actually pushes my videos to the top of the search. When you search the videos, they go off popularity, not so much as views, but as thumbs up. So by you hitting the thumbs up is going to push my videos to the top, which in return, somebody that's looking for helpful videos like the ones that I do, that's got real life gunsmithing experience and not just polished feeder amp and keep it clean, fixes, you know, they'll be able to find that. So once again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You know, I do this stuff all the time, and a lot of my page is the cheaper end guns, because I mean, I got expensive guns, but I don't really necessarily do videos on them because there's hundreds of them out there, and I'm not really trying to attract gun snobs into my channel. So thanks for watching.